Hey guys, my name is Matt Jensen. You may know me from the chess.com SmarterChess predictions. I'm going to walk you through creating the perfect 2023 Speed Chess Championship bracket for the chess.com Speed Chess Championship. You guys may not know this, but I had a perfect bracket in 2022. So there's my credentials. I nailed every match before the season started, all 15 of them. I would have won the event, except I was ineligible because I do some consulting work for chess.com. So now let's go through these matches one by one. First up, we have Hikaru Nakamura against Yu Yangyi. Hikaru is stronger in all formats, and Yu Yangyi is new to this event. So I think this is a pretty easy one. Huge favorite. Hikaru is 25-2 in Speed Chess Championships. I would say he's probably at least a double-digit favorite. So we're going with Hikaru. Fabiano against Nordebek. Nordebek is a young guy, improving very quickly, and Caruana is historically stronger in OTB Classical than he is in Online Blitz, but he's been improving over the last couple years. He has higher Blitz and bullet ratings on chess.com, and I'm going to give a 1-point edge to Fabi. But this is one of those matchups where if you want to pick an underdog, you could go with Nordebek. I think the fans probably will pick about 50-50 on this matchup, but that should be a really exciting one. I'm going to go with Fabi, though, in this case. Next up, we have Nihal Sarin against Alexei Sarana. These guys have been in the Junior Speed Chess Championships many times in the past, but when it comes to the main Speed Chess Championship, Alexei has only played in one, and he was knocked out in the first round. And Nihal is actually a beast in all Speed Chess Championship formats. I would say Nihal's about a 6-point favorite, and in my power rankings, I actually have Nihal sitting around 4th place. So pretty high expectations for Nihal. I think he's the favorite in this one, so let's go with Nihal. Next up, we have MVL against Gukesh D. And MVL historically has been a top Speed Chess Championship contender. He's even knocked out Magnus in a previous SCC. And I would expect MVL to win this one by about 6 points. But who knows, maybe the youngster Gukesh D can continue his classical results into the SCC format and really surprise a few people by beating MVL. So I think pretty rare for Gukesh D to win, but that's not necessarily that bad of a pick if you want an unexpected one. But I'm going MVL. So we have all the favorites so far. Next up, we have Magnus Carlsen against Vidit Gujrathi. And Carlsen has to be a double-digit favorite here. In my power rankings, Vidit's right around 9th or 10th out of this field, and that's just not going to be enough to get it done against Magnus, who historically is really strong in this format. So I'm going to say Carlsen, probably double-digit favorite. Next up, we have Ding Liren against Arjun Arigaisi. This is a good matchup, but again, I think experience and the classical ratings are going to matter with the +1 increment. Look for Ding Liren to be a favorite. He's the world champion, and I think it could be about a 5-point favorite. So that's in the range where you could still see Arjun pull an upset, but I think it's pretty likely, probably 80% or so, that Ding Liren wins this matchup. Next up, we have Alireza Firouzja against Dmitry Andreikin. I'm really excited to see how Alireza does in this format. He's underperformed in previous SCCs. He did really well in the Bullet Chess Championship that chess.com held. So I think Alireza is looking to make a statement this year. He is going to beat Andreikin, and I think it's probably about a 7-point spread. So going with definitely Alireza in this round. Next up, we have Wesley So and Levon Aronian. These guys have been playing SCCs since the beginning. They're extremely experienced in this format. Wesley So in the past has been one of the very top players in these SCC formats, but now I put him around 7th, maybe 6th in the power rankings, and I think Aronian is just right behind him. So this is a very close matchup. It could go either way. So is stronger in the 3+1 segment in the past, which seems kind of weird. Aronian's maybe a little stronger in 5+1 and 1+1, and So's a little stronger in the middle segment. So I expect this one to be pretty close throughout, and it really depends which Wesley is going to show up, but I'm going with So. I think he is the favorite, but it's only about a 1-point favorite. All right, let's move on to the quarterfinals. First, we have the battle of two Americans, Hikaru against Fabiano. This will be a fun match, but I do expect Nakamura to run away with it, and maybe even by double digits. He's stronger in every format than Fabi, and Fabi will most likely fall apart in bullet, and then it will start to become a runaway. So somewhere around 9 or 10 points, maybe 11 points for the Nakamura victory, just depending on how much Fabiano kind of gives up in the bullet. In the past, he has kind of started to just lose motivation to play if he's down by too much, and also how much Nakamura lets his foot off the gas, if he even does. So big win by Nakamura here. 1 seed over the 8 seed. Next, we have Nihal and MVL. This is a crazy matchup for being a quarterfinal match because these two played in the semifinals last year. And now they have to play in the quarterfinals. Really good matchup for the second round. I do give Nihal the slight edge in all 3 segments, 5-1, 3-1, and 1-1, but it's a very slight edge. And I think overall, he's only about a 1-point favorite. So this is another one of those matchups that really could go either way. But I'm going to give it to Nihal. I do think he's the favorite, and then he will get to face Hikaru in the semifinals. All right, next up we have the battle of the former and current World Chess Champions, Carlsen and Ding Liren. In this format, though, it's going to be an easy day for Carlsen, I think. Look for about an 8-point victory. I think he's just stronger in every segment, and Ding Liren doesn't have much chance. These top 2 seeds, Magnus and Hikaru, there's really only a few people in the field that can compete with them. It's probably the top 6 or so seeds are all have some chance to win the event, but I think Ding Liren, Fabiano, 7 and 8 seed, they don't really have a chance to win the event, in my opinion. All right, next up we have Alireza and Wesley So. I think So has a chance to win this. He has the experience on his side, but Alireza is the better online player, and he's definitely stronger in the bullet. Alireza is a bullet specialist, and unless So can build up a big lead in the blitz and maybe psychologically rattle Alireza, look for Alireza to be about a 3-point favorite. So I would say kind of toss up in the blitz, Alireza pulls away in the bullet by about 3 points. Now moving on to the semifinals, we have Hikaru and Nihal, a rematch of last year's semifinals when Nakamura won by 4 points. That was a pretty close match. I do expect Nakamura to be about a 6-point favorite. I think Nihal outperformed the expectations last time, and that 6-point margin is about a 2-point favorite in each of the 3 segments. So really, I think it's an uphill battle for Nihal to win, but I wouldn't be completely shocked if he's able to pull it off in that 6-point margin range. So probably 85-90% chance that Hikaru wins that. Next up, we have Magnus Carlsen and Alireza Firouzja. I think Carlsen is a favorite in the blitz by about 3 points per segment. So 3-point favorite in the 5+1, 3-point in the 3+1, but the bullet is a toss-up. So I'm looking again for about a 6-point favorite in this match, similar to Nakamura and Nihal. But if Alireza can keep it anywhere close to tied going into the bullet, I think the bullet is a coin flip, and either side could run away with the bullet. Bullet is very streaky. Alireza is a bullet specialist. They had a very close match in the 1+0 format for the bullet championship. So I got to give it to Carlsen, though, 6 or 7-point favorite, but Alireza could do it, which would be kind of exciting to watch. Now, the finals. We have a rematch of last year, Nakamura versus Carlsen. If you didn't watch the 2022 Speed Chess Championship final, go back and watch some of that before submitting your bracket. Nakamura versus Carlsen is an insanely close match in this format. I don't think either player is really the favorite. I have them neck and neck. But I think similar to last year that it could go to a tiebreak, and I think Hikaru could win it in the bullet in the tiebreak. I think he's just got the very slightest of edges when it comes to the bullet segment. He's so crafty. He's so good at bullet. He's got the mouse speed advantage. And I think we will see Nakamura repeat last year by beating Carlsen in a very tight finals. So we get Nakamura here for the winner. There are some tiebreak questions. I'll let you guys figure those out on your own. But that's going to be my Smarter Chess 2023, perfect bracket prediction. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will put a link down in the description so you can go fill out your bracket, and good luck in the event. Thanks for watching.